Alright, this is exactly how we're able to generate quality window tint leads for $3 to $5 each on Facebook. So before we get into this, let's just walk through some results we're getting right now for a client of ours. So you can see we've spent about $353 about 2 weeks in. Leads cost $3.15, and that's across 112 leads. And out of those leads, we've been able to convert about 4.8K in revenue so far. Comes out to about 17 jobs. And we've got over 13K and additional quotes that we're waiting to hear back from. So you get it, it works. Let's get right in. Three main factors that you're going to need to focus on to see success with Facebook to actually have profitable ads is test volume, creative quality, and campaign structure. So test volume is just how many ads are you testing each month, week, and day. Creative quality is going to be, is the image, the video that you use high quality, easy to see, and interesting. Campaign structure is just going to be, is the backend properly set up? Do you have all the Facebook metrics organized and the campaign properly structured? So let's go a little deeper into each one of those. Test volume is going to depend heavily on your budget. You don't want to spread your money too thin, or else you're not going to collect enough data to find what works. So typically when we're first starting out, we like to test one ad per $5. So if you had $50 per day worth of budget, we would start with 10 ad sets, one unique video in each ad, and then a few copies, a few headlines within each ad as well, just to test different variations, see what's going to work best. Doing that is going to really allow you to quickly find the winners, whereas if you were to try testing at maybe $2 per ad, it's going to take forever to collect data. And if you start with 15, 20 per ad and you've never run ads before, you don't know what direction to take things, you could end up wasting a lot of money on an ad set that just doesn't work. That's one benefit of having a history with ads, knowing what type of creative, what type of copy, what headlines, what offers are already working. So each week, once you've found a winning ad set, you need to cycle in new creatives that are similar to that. So you're going to do that by killing the losers. So any ad set that performed worse or below KPI, you need to just shut down. Ignore that. Focus on the winner. Iterate on the winners. So when you are constantly cycling these new creatives in, making new videos, making new images, you need to be iterating or replicating what you see in your winning ads. So let's say, for example, we have image 1, image 2. Image 1 is getting you leads for $3 a piece. Image 2 is $6 a piece. Shut image 2 off, create a second image similar to the first that's getting you those $3 leads, and test on that. If you're constantly testing and improving every single time that you make a new ad, make a new creative, and do this weekly, you will find exactly what works. It's going to take different amounts of time, of course, depending on the budget. If you've got 50 a day, I think that's the perfect starting point. If you already know what you're doing, then you can start with 20 to 35 per day. So creative quality is just going to be how good are the creatives, the images, the videos that you use. If you have a low quality video, a low quality image, something that doesn't catch people's attention, don't run ads. There's no point. You're going to lose money and you're going to have a bad experience. The primary variable, the primary factor of your Facebook ads is creatives. So the one thing that you should take from this video, if nothing else, is that a good creative will make you money and a bad creative will lose you money. Sounds simple, but you need to take this as the most important part of your ad because, quite frankly, it is. More time should be put into the creative than the copy, the offer, the headline, the campaign structure, anything else. So with that said, the primary variable that we will be testing is creatives. We have found that 9 times out of 10, video works better than images for us. It could be different for you, but it is worth testing between image and video. If you have a low budget, just do video because you know it's going to work. Your video needs to have a great hook and keep the viewer watching. So what's the first 3 seconds of the ad look like? Are you calling out your audience? Are you calling out a pain? How are you catching their attention? And are you keeping them watching past that first 2, 3, 4 seconds? Because that's the most important part of the ad. Once you've got them past that, they're engaged and they should keep watching a decent amount through. Your ad should feel organic, not like an ad. So don't put out an extremely professional video on Facebook. Reason being, if you're scrolling through Facebook, just imagine yourself in the scenario real fast. You see something super professional. It's obviously an ad. What are the chances that you're going to read it, listen to it, pay attention to it, versus just continue scrolling? Probably a lot lower if you're like most people than if the post felt organic. If you scroll, you see a catchy post, it feels organic, and then you realize it's an ad after you've already consumed it, that's the goal. That's what we want. I'm sure that's happened to you before. I'm sure you've also had ads that you scroll right by because you know they're an ad. So with that said, make it feel organic, have a clean structure, and a strong call to action at the end of the creative. So that just means if it was a video, click learn more now, limited time offer, get X, whatever it might be. Create scarcity, tell them exactly what to do. If it's an image, same thing, just text instead of voiceover. Last thing is going to be campaign structure. So your Facebook backend needs to be properly set up, or else you're just going to be essentially blowing money away. If you don't know what you're testing, what data is coming back, if you can't analyze what creative's doing best and actually pull from that to iterate, to kill the losers, there's no point in running ads because you're going to have no idea what's working. So start with one campaign, one ad set per $5 that you spend each day, and one ad inside of each ad set. Start with broad targeting on your first ad, then you can look into more advanced strategies later down the line. If you do these three things, you start with at least 5 creatives, you're spending 25 per day minimum, you will make money, you will find what works, and then it's just about continuing in that direction and finding what works better, what works best for your area. That's it for me for now. If you want more help one-on-one, I've got a free school community. That's going to be mostly for Tint business owners making below 5K a month. If you're making 5K plus already, there's going to be a second link for you. Just book a call with our team, and we will go over exactly how we can scale you up and add an additional 10, 15, 20K per month to the business.